What's up, YouTube? I'm Red from Rants. As always, guys, if y'all enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave that comment down below. We're on the road to 1,000. We hope you guys can help us get there. All right, so some really important and just wonderful casting news. Henry Cavill looks to be maybe the next Connor Macleod in the upcoming Highlander movie. This is, of course, a reboot of the 1986 movies, or I think the original one was in 1986. But of course, they went on into the 90s. And of course, you had the Highlander series that took place with Duncan MacLeod. Overall, it's just an absolutely amazing franchise. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. I grew up watching this stuff. You can say all day long, hey, these movies are cheesy. Yeah, it was kind of cheesy, but there's something that was kind of sad and tragic about, you have these group of immortals that are basically forced into this game of having to, secure this power for themselves. And if they don't, you're risking that, someone really evil will become too powerful and then really be unstoppable. So it's one of those situations where hey, the good guy is can resist all he wants, but at the end of the day, if he wants to protect his family, if he wants to protect the world, he's got to participate in the game and get stronger on the way. So I always enjoyed that aspect of it. Of course, I loved how they would always, in the series and in the movies, how they would always do a perfect job of doing flashbacks back to present. That was always something that a lot of shows struggle with. But Highlander was never one, whether it be the series or the movies. I always felt like they did a wonderful job of portraying both those stories, past and present, in a really perfect light. But let's just go ahead and let's read this news about Henry Cavill. It says right here, Cavill wrote on Instagram May 21st, alongside a screenshot of a Deadline article reporting the casting news. Very exciting news today. I've been a fan of Highlander since I was a lad. From the movies in all their 80s, the Queen slathered glory to the TV show with an actor who looked remarkably like one of my brothers. However, it's currently unknown if the upcoming reboot is bringing Cavill on to play a new version of Connor Macleod or an entirely new character. Cavill added that he's excited to work with John Wick director Chad Stahelski and described the project as an opportunity like no other. The Witcher star continued deep diving into franchise storytelling with all of the tools at our disposal is going to make this an adventure I and hopefully all of you shall never forget. And as you can see from the swipe, I've lately been dipping into some of my Scottish heritage and inadvertently getting my baseline research underway. Goes on to state, ahead of Cavill's statement, it was reported that Cavill was in talks for one of the lead roles in a Highlander reboot. From Lionsgate, reports of the reboot first went public in November 2016, when Stahelski admitted, I've been a huge fan of the original property since I saw it in high school. Such great themes of immortality, love, and identity are all wrapped up in such colorful mythology. The director added, I can't think of a better property that gives the opportunity to create interesting characters, mythic themes, and action set pieces. You got Stahelski and then you got Henry Cavill that are both fans of the original Highlander. And I feel like that always kind of adds to these films. It makes you, as a fan, think that, okay, they're not just out for a money grab. They're going to treat this property with kid gloves. They're going to try to respect it. And that is, that's always beneficial. That's always good to know that you have people in the project that love the project itself. Of course, you can say, well, J.J. Abrams said he was a Star Wars fan. Yeah, and I guess you could say that. But I mean, hey, for every one person that says that they're a fan of something that they're doing. There's two people that actually are doing the same thing. So I mean, we can only take them at their word. But I do feel a lot better knowing that, hey, they have a lot of respect for the property at hand, for Highlander itself. I'm kind of curious about whether or not this, is this going to be a new Connor Macleod? Is Christopher Lambert going to show up in this movie at any point? There's a lot of things that could go on with this. It could be a completely new character. I personally hope it's not. I hope that they stick with Connor Macleod. Though, you know what? It wouldn't be bad either way because, there's so many immortals that you can touch on. He could even be the first immortal. And just go from that story on. And, you know what? This could eventually lead to another series. And, maybe with some of the original cast coming back to reprise their roles in some form or fashion, which would be fine with me. I think it would all be just wonderful. But I'm really excited about this news. I'll be honest, I didn't know if we were ever going to see a Highlander film again. There's Hollywood's so full of reboots. I guess it probably shouldn't be too shocking to know that they took a successful franchise and want to reboot it to, create money out of it. So, I guess it shouldn't be shocking, but it's just been so long. What, it was mid-90s when really the last serious aspect of Highlander took place. It's been a very, very long time. And, that was, I think, the series, I think it ended in 97. So, it's been a while. It has been a while since that fans have had to wait for something that's really respectable. Of course, you've had movies that's come after that, but they've never really been up to expectations. They've been almost kind of like sci-fi movies, and I just feel like I'm glad that they're getting back to basics. I'm glad that they're maybe rebooting it and going back. They don't have to tell the exact same story, but you know what? I wouldn't care if they did, to be honest with you. I think Henry Cavill, I'm kind of up and down with Henry Cavill. I thought he was going to do a really great job with The Witcher. The Witcher has so much potential, but it's The Witcher from the games and not The Witcher from the book. And if it was The Witcher from the book, I think it would just be absolutely amazing. But The Witcher from the games just doesn't say very much. Has a really bad personality. Just in Henry Cavill portrays that to a T. But it doesn't really show Henry Cavill's acting ability. And hopefully season 2 of The Witcher will do a lot better job at that. I seriously doubt it, though, unfortunately, because it just seems like that's the route that they're going to go. He's going to be the strong, silent type, and we're just going to have to depend upon other characters to maybe bring some really good, complete dialogue to that series. But overall, Henry Cavill, I think you look the part. Hopefully he'll act the part. Hopefully this reboot will be up to par. Don't have to be as good as the original. It just has to be something that doesn't disrespect the legacy of the original. That's just the way I look at it. But as always, guys, let me know what y'all think. Are y'all excited for a Highlander reboot? Do you think Henry Cavill is great for this role? Do you think they should maybe got somebody else? Do you think Christopher Lambert should make an appearance? Let me know what y'all think down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Y'all take